Hey everybody, it's me, Gregory Manarino, back for my post-market wrap-up. And I won't say it. I will not say it. I won't say it. For a lot of reasons. It's just really too much. Okay. It's Tuesday, April 17, 2018. So why won't I say that word? Well, alright, look. Yeah, stocks are up again. Are you surprised about that? Well, you shouldn't be. We know the setup here, just like I spoke about in the video that I did earlier today. The reason why I won't say this word, is pretty simple. Because people, we are witnessing a crime in progress. It's a freaking crime in progress. Let me explain to you a little further about what I am talking about. Now, I know that you are following the bond market like I always tell you to do. It's so important. And I hope you're watching this video on my website, traderschoice.net, because I want you to glance over at the chart of the bond market chart. Look at that chart for a moment. Now, all of you, when I asked you to look at that pattern in that chart, well, you got it right. Overall, it was a bullish sign, and today, despite this rally in the stock market, they went in there buying bonds like crazy, making sure those rates stay suppressed, deliberately creating an environment of risk. In other words, you can't be anywhere else but in the stock market. They want it higher. President Trump wants this market higher, especially with the midterms coming up. You understand? It's a rigged game. It's a charade. It's fake. I can't stress this enough. And if I say it one more time, I'm going to throw up all over myself. It's just the truth. So seriously, do any of you out here find it find it interesting that we have a rally in the stock market and bonds are rallying too? Think about it. Who would be locking up their cash in bonds right now, for a decade or longer, when they can throw cash into the market and make, frankly, idiotic, stupid amounts of money? These two trades here, each one of these is up over 30% for me already. So let's see. I'll put X amount of cash. I'll put the same amount of cash that I put into these into a bond that I'll have to hold for 10 years, and I'll yield nothing, literally in the negative if you calculate the actual rate of inflation. Or I could earn over 30% in like a few days. You see, it's fake. And they're going to make sure that they maintain the fakery. It's unbelievable. And that's why that's why I won't say this word. I won't do it. I will not say it today. Look. It is so twisted, people. The dollar, let's talk about the dollar. The dollar finished at the flat line today. It tried to put on a gain. They won't allow the dollar to get stronger. Forget about that. They want the dollar weaker. They want cash pouring into that bond market. It's a setup. You can see the setup here. I really wish that somebody or some entity would look into all this, but they won't. They're going to look the other way, as they always do in these kinds of situations, inflating this bubble bigger and bigger and bigger, and that's it. It's very sad to know for a 100% fact, with absolute certainty, that this market is rigged. Something I've been saying since like forever now, and that's just the situation that we're in. And I still believe firmly that there's going to be such a terrible price to pay for this at one point. Probably, they're going to keep this propped up until after the midterms. There's no doubt. If it, maybe a little bit before that, if it looks like they're going to lose, maybe not. The Republicans lose their hold on this whole thing. If the Republicans lose in the midterms, I think you're going to see this market bleed off, and bleed off big time. Could be wrong. We'll reevaluate at that time. But right now, it's a political tool. And the rigging in the bond market, there's not even, I always say Richter scale. They got to create some kind of other scale to measure this one on, because it's just, There's no way. I mean, you could get the greatest minds on the earth here, put them together in a room, and break out Webster's Unabridged Dictionary and the thesaurus of the world, and whatever you want to do, then try to figure out a word or something for what this is. You still can't do it. It's just too much. And that's, again, why I will not say that word. It's right there. I won't even look at it. All right, with that said, people, I'm going to let you all go. And we will reconvene tomorrow. Please go have a look at that bond market chart so you can see what I'm talking about. And please start watching these videos if you don't already right on my website. I would really appreciate that. You know how I feel about YouTube, and I'm not going to say that either. Anyway, with that said, see you in the morning.